Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Knowledge Transfer. In today's topic, I will be covering recurring invoices in Oracle Fusion. So now as we know how to create invoices, normal invoices like manual invoices, debit memo and all. So let's say you have to create same invoices every month. We can take an example of an internet bill which you are going to pay each and every month. So the supplier will be same and the details will be same, but maybe the amount can change. If you're taking the subscription for this month, let's say 1200, and the very next month you will be changing the amount as 1500. But your supplier is same, let's say Airtel, and the description is same, let's say all the details internet expenses only. Or we can take an example of an rent also. So rent, the amount is also fixed for a period of let's say 12 months or 24 months. So you have to create a invoices each and every month for internet expenses and make a payment for that. So to create those invoices in very simplified manner in the system, we can use the concept called as recurring invoices. Let me write over here. Third party payment is then in the very last video, recurring invoices. So to create it into a very simplified manner in Oracle Fusion, we have a separate concept called as recurring invoices. Means those invoices will be keep repeating each and every month. So instead of creating invoices every month for the rent, at one time you can create for multiple period, and whenever that particular period will come, you can open the invoices and validate those invoices by seeing all the details, or if you want to make a changes for invoice number or amount, you can make the necessary changes and make the payment for that. One more thing, one more important thing is we can create manual invoices in system, like we don't need spreadsheet and all. But for using this recurring invoices concept, you can only create recurring invoices in spreadsheet. It's not that you can be creating it into from the front end, that is instance. So let's see, like if you want to create invoices through spreadsheet, one more thing is there, you have to install ADFDI file in your machine. If you install one time that ADFDI file, uh, it can support you for some different topics also. Let's say like we need to upload some daily rates. In that case also spreadsheet is required. So ADFDI file need to be installed in your machine. And it is very small topic and it's very interesting topics also. So what we can do is let's quickly go through the setups for recurring invoices. There is only one setup which we need to complete for the recurring invoices is we need to create a calendar. Let's say how often you want to create the invoices. Let's say if you want to create those invoices on monthly basis, so you have to create a calendar call as that will be particularly you will be used only for recurring invoices concept. So create calendar. So let me clear one thing. So even though if your accounting calendar is in monthly basis, you cannot use it same for recurring invoices concept. You need to create some another calendar. And there is a different task for that. Let's say for creating an accounting calendar, you are going for manage accounting calendar. But for creating a recurring invoices calendar, you need to go to a separate task called as manage payable calendar. We'll see in this system. So let's quickly complete these setups. Manage payable calendar. Okay. Yes, this is the one. Let me create my own calendar. This one should be Bell monthly. You can take it for a general purpose. Description you can give the same. Let me give the start date of January 1st. Okay. And there is nothing more to add over here. Just click on generate period. So this is how we are creating a calendar which will be using it for our recurring invoice creation. We'll see where to use it. Just remember, let me give REC. REC is enough for making it different from accounting calendar. This one is recurring calendar. Click on save and close. Then now go to the payables, go to invoice screen, go to the task list, and here we have create recurring invoices. Click on here. And one ADFD file is downloaded. So let me give a brief. What does ADFDI file do? We have two types of Excel sheet which we can use for creating any invoices. Let me log in first. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mhm. So we have two types of file that we can use for creating the invoices. One is ADFDI file. That is like with the help of ADFDI, it has a tight connection between the Excel sheet and our Oracle OFC. So whenever I will be creating the invoices with the help of ADFDI, we are not going to convert it into a zip file, or we are not going to convert it into the CSV file and load it into the interface, then bring it into the base table. We can simply fill up all the details and click on generate, and it will directly be updated import in our Oracle OFC. But FBDI, with the help of FBDI, we can use large volume of data to upload it into our OFC, but that is only useful during the time of data conversion and all. Mostly we are using ADFDI file only. So let's say with the help of FBDI, there will not be a tight connection between the OFC and our spreadsheet. So if anything error will be there, we will be getting to know only when we have loaded it into the interface table. Then only all the details will be popping up. Based upon that, you can go back to the FBDI and make all the necessary changes, convert it into a CSV or zip file again, and upload it into the interface table. So mostly I used to recommend ADFDI file we should use during the time of small like minimal transaction. Only during the time of conversion we should go ahead with the FBDI. So this is how when we install it into ADFDI file into our instance, this is how it looks. So as it is a tight connection between the instance. So whatever the data is over present in our instance, we can see it over here. So my business unit is Bell BS business unit. Invoice number I will give as RE. You can give the invoice number as RE, and whatever the invoice will be generated in our OFC in payables, it will take the prefix as a RE, and rest of the invoice number it will generate automatically. So what is the amount? So amount we can give it as let's say every month you are paying 2000 as an internet expenses. So supplier is here, double click it here, and it will be landing it into the OFC pages where you can search all the supplier. My supplier is Bell. I'll take this Bell supplier, select the supplier site. As we have only one side, then one side will be popping up. Give the currency as USD, payment currency as USD, description if you want to give internet expense, calendar. Yeah, here only we need to give the calendar whichever we have created it right now as a task called as manage payable calendars. So one thing you can notice over here, I am unable to see it over here accounting calendar. We are just able to see the recurring calendar which I had created. Select this, click OK. Now here we have from which period till which period you want to create those invoices. So let's take it. This one is May, right? So let's create it from June 2025 and we will be creating it into for till December. So we are good. We can give the amount as 10,000. Oh, sorry, 2,000. We can give the description if needed, and rest of the thing it's not required. We can give the distribution set if we have any distribution set created for a particular business unit. In my case, we do have internet expenses. I'll just give it over here. If anyone doesn't know what is distribution set, you can look into my very first video where I had explained all the basic setups. There I had explained in distribution set. So done. So this is all the details we need to fill it up during the time of creation of the recurring invoices. Click on generate. Okay. So as you can see, the number of invoice created is 7. Let's quickly see into the system. How does it look like? Click on OK. Let me refresh the page. So these are all the invoices which has been created right now. And as you can see, I had given the period as from June till December. So you can calculate like this, like June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So whenever the June period will be there, I'll be just simply going it into the system, opening the invoice, make the necessary changes if required. Let's say if you don't want to use this invoice number, if you want to edit any amount and all, you can go ahead and edit the amount. And once it is done, validate the invoices, and the same way you can make a full payment of it, or whichever you want, however you want to make a payment. You can make the payment from here, or if you want to make a payment from the payment screen, that is fine. So this is how recurring invoices help us to create the invoices for multiple period at one time. So I hope you like this video and you got some knowledge regarding recurring invoices. So this is how recurring invoices work. Thank you.